mother, Sarah? Did you ever meet her?
Her name was,
Ellen.
She died before I was born.
Okay, and that was Sarah Ellen Swan.
Yeah, Sarah was the youngest.
Yeah.
Was the last one I saw. You know, she died before I was born, but Mary had high typhoid fever, and when she was 17, and Grandma took care of her, helped Mama take care of her while she had typhoid fever, and so I come along sometime. I don't know. I don't know when Grandma died, for sure, myself. I may have to look in that paper.
Did you know your grandfather, John?
But anyway, she was pretty close when I was born.
Now, did you know your grandfather, John?
I didn't know any of
You didn't know him either?
Grandparents.
So Sarah's husband, you didn't know him either?
I didn't know any of them, except just what Mama told me, you know. But Sarah was Mama's mother, and she was a Gates, and she also married, you know, my grandpa Barton, my grandma Barton died when she real young, but she had 7 children.
You're talking about Bernetta? Bernetta?
No.
Oh, Barton. Barton.
Barton. Grandma Barton.
So Mary?
And so when after my grandpa Gates died, I guess my grandpa Barton married my grandma Barton. But they didn't live together very long.
Oh, so she married your grandpa Barton married your grandma Gates?
Yeah. But Grandma Aunt Lily, I don't know whether you ever met, and Ollie.
No. I've heard it, but
anyway, she was the one that laughed and told me about it. That they broke up, Grandpa Barton and Grandpa Gates because they didn't want to all live together. There's too many of them.
I guess.
Big family,
I think so.
And they didn't want us to be living together.
I think the Bartons and the Gates were just a little too close.
So I guess Gates took control.
Wow.
So anyway, Grandma Gates then lived with, I know she lived with Commodore a part of the time when the kids were little. And they lived in a half dugout, they call it. And that's the kind of houses they had lived in at that time. And Mama told me about that, you know, but Papa told me more about how family than Mama did, seemed like. And I didn't get a lot of things wrote down, but I had more pictures of my mother's
Where'd my escort go?
But I don't have.
I was looking for my escort. You were gone.
But I don't know who's who.
Oh, you don't know, yeah.
I got the pictures of who belongs to who.
No, that's too bad.
So are you
But Commodore, what was Commodore's last name?
Huh?
What was Commodore's last name?
Gates.
It was Gates.
Gates.
Okay, so was that, what was his real name? You remember that? Is that what they called him? Did he go by a different name? That's just what they called him?
No, his Commodore.
That was it,
Commodore Gates.
That's really pretty.
I don't know what his middle name was.
Yeah.
I can't remember all of them middle names.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of times they went by, like my grandmother, Barton, her name, Papa always called her Belle. And I had a hard time trying to find my grandmother's name.
Yeah, because it was Mary Isabel.
Yeah, but her name is Oh, it's in that book.
It's
You'll
Mary.
have to read the book.
Should be Mary Isabel.
Yeah, Mary
right?
Isabel, and it's got with a E.
Right, it's spelled different.
And that makes the difference too. So it took me a long time of finding all that stuff out. I've been years trying to do this thing.
Well, I got it all right here.
But nobody helped me till.
See?
Yeah, I see you now.
I have it all here. I have all of them.
Good.
I have all their information. I can go back and find pictures of them and stuff like that.
That's good.
But I tried to go further back, but I'm kind of lost.
I know.
Once we get past the Batsons and the Bartons and the Gates and.
As far as I got down was my grandparents, my parents, my grandparents, and my great grandparents. And that's as far as I could get.
As far as you get, and that's about as far as I could get too.
And some of the family told me they had gone down to marry, Betsy Ross, wasn't she a who was it? One of those people that, no, Clara Barton was a nurse.
Yeah.
Somebody had traced it down to that.
Oh, to her? To Clara Barton?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
But I never.
She's a Civil War nurse, right? Or a Revolutionary War nurse?
Sarah.
That it for the
Sarah
pictures?
Raines' son.
But those have to be done by camera.
Me, grandson's the one told me that they chased it down that far. But I
any of these
never
back here?
did
Do
get
any of these on
any information
behind
to
me?
it.
Oh, that's it.
I have some pictures, I think.
Behind me, they're up here.
I'll look at it in the morning if you'll make me think. I think I have it under my bed in the book that Mary's 90th birthday. They gave me some pictures of the Pruitt family, which is Sarah,
right.
Aunt Sarah's granddaughter, with her side, her daughter, rather, Mary Ellen. Her name is Mary Ellen too. And
another one.
So Archie moved back to Otoko, Oklahoma, and he said he had all this information, but he did pastor a church here in Modesto, and I tried to get together and get us together, but we never did. And
that's too bad.
He's had a stroke, and he's been pretty bad.
So he's not really available to do that anymore, huh?
No, I don't think so. But I have I had a cousin that did me most of the information I got was from the Raines family.
Yeah, but I've seen their name associated.
And they had given me some things, and she said she'd send me a lot more, but she got sick and then she passed away.
Oh,
so
right.
I'm the only one of us,
that was looking at that.
I'm the youngest of the one of the first cousins. There aren't no first cousins left.
Right. Well, you are.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's been hard. I was trying to get it all together to help.
Oh, no. You're
help. Should have had you over here a long time ago.
Well, I wished I was recording
it. I got so thick, I could have gotten, when I had the stroke.
Yeah.
It was after I got out of the hospital from that. I had congestive heart failure, and I had 3 heart attacks and all that. And then I had a pacemaker and all that put in. And then they finally let me come home. And so the next year, I decided I would try to write my
your hit kind of
something. And I wrote. I have a book in here with stuff I wrote. Nobody's got it copied it, because I never copied this particular thing. And I've learned a lot more of it that I don't have now that I could have wrote into it. But my granddaughter told me she had try to help me. And we went to the